You are a data analyst at AdventureWorks, tasked with analyzing sales data across different product categories and regions using Power BI. Understanding the importance of reshaping the data to uncover valuable insights, you know you'll need to transform the data. So far in your introduction to transforming data in Power BI in this course, you've learned about Power Query, data types, columns, and preparing a data set. In this video, you'll gain further insight into Power BI's powerful data transformation capabilities by discovering unpivoting and pivoting in Microsoft Power Query. Unpivot and pivot operations are data transformation techniques that you can use to reshape and restructure data in Power BI. Let's explore each operation in turn. The unpivot operation refers to the transformation of data from a wide format with multiple columns to a narrow format with fewer columns by reshaping the data structure. It involves converting column headers into row values, resulting in a more structured and standardized representation of the data. The unpivot operation is useful in data analysis, supporting data normalization by organizing data in a tabular format. This facilitates analysis, variable comparison, and data aggregation and summary, as related information is consolidated into a single column. Transforming data from a wide to a narrow structure can also enable data compatibility and integration with other systems or tools that require a narrow format. For example, in the case of the AdventureWorks sales analysis, you can perform the unpivot operation to convert the sales data, which is organized in a wide format with separate columns for each region, into a long format where the region-specific data is stacked vertically in a single column. This makes it easier to compare sales across different regions and gain a holistic view of the overall performance. On the other hand, the pivot operation refers to the transformation of data from a narrow format with fewer columns to a wide format with multiple columns by reorganizing the data structure. It enables data analysts to convert rows into columns based on specific criteria or values. This operation is often used to summarize and aggregate data, create cross-tabulations, and represent data in a more structured, easy-to-understand way for analysis and reporting. To illustrate, say you want to analyze the sales data based on different product categories as part of the AdventureWorks sales analysis. Using Power BI's pivot functionality, you can transform the rows containing individual product categories into separate columns. This pivot operation enables you to present the sales data in a more concise and structured manner, making it easier to identify trends, top-selling products, and performance within each category. You've been introduced to Power BI's unpivot and pivot operations to transform and structure your data. As with other data transformation techniques, reshaping the data can help your team gain deeper insights and support business success through data-driven strategies, decisions, and actions. Now, let's take a moment to work through a practical application of the unpivot and pivot operations to the AdventureWorks sales data using Power Query in Power BI Desktop. Suppose AdventureWorks uses two separate Excel files to assess their quarterly sales and product and category distributions. The first Excel file contains the sales target data, consisting of 3 columns: month, 2022, and 2023. Within this file, there are 12 rows representing each month, and each row displays the target sales amount for the corresponding month and year. To enhance the table structure for easier readability, your manager asks you to perform an unpivot operation to create a table with columns for month, year, and target, which will also increase the number of rows. The second Excel file includes category and subcategory data, showcasing the category and subcategory data as columns without the product names. You are tasked with performing a pivot operation on this file to present the product count per category in a tabular format. To address the tasks given to you by your manager, you can start by downloading and importing the 2 Excel files into Power Query. With each data source selected, select the Transform Data option to open the Power Query editor, where you can apply various transformations, including the unpivoting and pivoting operations. For the first Excel file containing the sales target data, you need to perform an unpivot operation. To unpivot the table columns, select Target Query on the left menu. Highlight the 2022 and 2023 columns, select the Transform Ribbon tab in Power Query, and then select Unpivot. Rename the attribute column to Year and the value column to Target Amount. You now have an unpivoted table where the columns are converted to rows. To accomplish the second task and pivot the table columns in the Excel file with the product categories and subcategories, select the Product Categories query on the left menu. On the Transform Ribbon tab, select Pivot Column. Then, on the Pivot Column window that displays, select the column subcategory from the Values column list. Expand the advanced options and select the option Count All from the Aggregate Value function list. Lastly, select OK. With the Pivot Column feature applied, you change the way that the data is organized. Subcategory names are converted to columns, and row count for each subcategory is added as a row value for each column. In this video, you explored unpivot and pivot operations in Power BI and the application of both in practice. By building your technical expertise and learning about effective data transformation techniques like unpivoting and pivoting, you can maximize the potential of Power BI to unlock valuable insights from business data, ultimately contributing to growth and success of organizations like AdventureWorks.